Monsanto, like people are talking about it as a pharmaceutical company, but isn't it the same company that produced napalm that was dropped on Vietnam? Okay.
Agent Orange!
And napalm, so both of them.
And aspartame.
And aspartame, okay. Just checking.
GMO is trying to kill us all, and we should stop it.
I just recently woke up to what was going on, and I just want to say if anybody's had the same experience, to be brave and keep it up, because doing nothing isn't going to save us from anything. It's going to make it worse. So no matter what people do, stay just keep it up.
I used to work as a biotechnologist in a laboratory over at the NRC building. And my job was to take plant tissue samples and develop a protocol to basically develop protein expression in hopes of developing an edible vaccine. As I was going along with this work, I was realizing that the plants we were using were indigenous to several countries in South America. And by doing the work that we were doing, if we were going to be successful, it would mean that we would be placing a patent on a food source for an indigenous population. I had a hard time reconciling the fact that the science was interesting, it was possible to do what we were doing, and that we were actually having an impact on human beings that we had no idea, were going to suffer to such a degree. So I ended up leaving the biotechnology field to try and pursue a nursing degree, and I'm proud to say I've just finished my degree, and I hope to be helping people. Thank you. But the challenge still exists for healthcare providers like nurses and doctors to not fall prey to what happens with pharmaceutical companies. So even though I've distanced myself from the biotechnology part of it, I still am working with the same kinds of drugs that are developed by pharmaceutical corporations like Monsanto and their partners. We can spread the word that there are alternatives out there. We need to support alternative medicines. We need to support medicinal marijuana. And we need to support those researchers because they do exist in the scientific community who are really trying to find those alternative ways of healing people rather than curing them. Thank you.
I am 14 years old, and I didn't have this then. I went to Dollarama and got markers and a sign, and I did this in the back of my mom's car. And I just like to say that Monsanto is not good. It's bad. Very bad. Thank you.
They shouldn't be allowed to plant these things. They're poisoning us, they're poisoning you, and they're poisoning my grandchildren, and I am not going to stand for it. And I expect each of you to stand up and fight with me.